From our table to yours, anybody else looking for a dessert that isn't pumpkin pie? Well, perhaps one that doesn't take up oven space while you're trying to cook the rest of your meal.
Yeah, that's key. We found one. Chef Dean Neff of Seabird Restaurant recently met me at Wilmington's Seasoned Gourmet Kitchen. I wore a mask, stayed socially distant. Here's his take on a pretty holiday dessert you can prepare days ahead of time. What would the holidays be without a killer dessert to impress people? And we tasked Chef Dean Neff from Wilmington with finding something that was not pumpkin pie. So what do we have?
So we've got a custard we're gonna do. Simple custard. It could be creme brulee if you wanted to brulee the top, but we're just gonna do a little candied citrus on top of it. And the great thing about this is that if you do it, you can do it 5 days in advance or 2 days in advance, 1 day in advance. It can sit in the fridge and it's ready to go.
And it's not taking up your oven.
Yeah, you can leave some room in the oven. So what we've got here, we've got heavy cream, we've got a little blood orange zest, there's a vanilla bean, there's sugar, and then we've got our egg yolks over here. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna temper these egg yolks, and basically we brought this up just to a simmer, turned off the heat and brought it over, and we have to add this slowly while whisking.
Or else you cook the eggs and you'll have scrambled eggs.
Yep. And so
I can whisk while you do that.
Sure.
Yeah, that's my bailiwick. Keep
go.
going. All right, so this is pretty hot. You can see the steam coming out of it.
Yep.
And how many will this serve, this recipe?
This will serve about 5 kind of like 4-ounce portions of the custard.
Okay.
And you could add anything you wanted to. That's the beauty of this. So any kind of flavorings you wanted, lemon would be good, Meyer lemon. You could add spices like star anise would be great as well. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna pour these into the ramekins here. These are little glass ramekins. And then one trick to note when doing this is you'll notice we have kind of bubbles forming at the top. You want to get rid of those before you bake them. We're actually just going to do 4 here.
And then how do we do that?
And so we've got this torch here, and be careful not to go too aggressively in towards the glass.
And they immediately go away.
Yeah, so, and you also don't want to cook the egg with this, but this will actually take the bubbles out and it'll give you a smoother surface for your custards.
And no water in the pan?
We are going to add water.
Okay.
We've got water that we've actually brought up to a simmer, so adding hot water is great. Having a cover ready to go is great as well. And we've got some space in the front, you notice, so that we can pour that hot water safely without it going into our custards.
And what do we have? Is this parchment paper?
It is, yep.
Okay.
We got foil and parchment paper. We're going into a 315-degree oven. I like to get it just about ready to go and then bring the hot water over to it so you're saving yourself an opportunity to splish splash.
All right, and then what do we do?
All right, and then we've got some candied citrus we're gonna do. Candying citrus is really pretty easy. What we've done is we've sliced some blood oranges. Blood oranges are interesting because not all of them are as bright red. Sometimes you'll get some that are a little lighter, but these are blood oranges. They still have that same flavor. And what we've done is taken equal parts by volume of sugar and water, mix those together, and cook down these orange slices until the kind of rind or pith, the white part goes clear.
Okay.
And you can see that we've gotten to that stage with these. This is just a really fun, citrus is in season right now, and a really fun way to garnish these custards. And we've got our custards here. We're gonna basically just take an orange at the very end, and it's easy, good to
Can I
go.
try it?
Please do, yeah.
Because you know, dessert is my favorite. I will stay socially distant, but you know, I got to eat some dessert. And it's nice and creamy and fabulous as always.
And so you want to cook them in the oven until they just set up. When you go and they're warm, they'll have a little jiggle, but they'll spring back into place. When you cool them, they totally set up. So you got to kind of keep an eye on them. We're looking at like about 18 minutes, but it really would be different for different ovens. So you just kind of keep an eye on it. Start at 15 minutes and keep checking them.
And how early in advance can we make these?
You can make them 5 days in advance if you wanted to, and they're out of the way and you've got them loaded and ready to go.
Yeah, but you and the kids would be, there wouldn't be any left by the holidays. Anyway, thanks so much. This is fantastic. And bon appetit. Happy holidays.
Thank you. Same to you.
So if you already have pumpkin plans for tomorrow's dessert, that's okay. You'll be sick of pie by the weekend. Now you have a recipe for all that leftover sugar and eggs.
And Chef Neff is known for using local farm ingredients. What's he doing for his side dishes?
Oh, wait till you see. We're going to show this tomorrow. He has a beautiful kabocha squash recipe. It looks like it's from a restaurant. You can serve it at your house. We'll have the recipe this time tomorrow on Good Morning Carolina. And we've got all of our recipes on our website, wwaytv3.com. But we are gathered around looking at this going, finger
It's
looking good.
Amazing. It looks so good. And I like the idea of being able to prepare it in advance. So you're
Yes.
not having to do everything while the company is arriving, you know?
Yeah, I will try to have that recipe up by noon, so those of you doing your shopping this afternoon can make it this afternoon and then wow your guests tomorrow.
Sounds good.